So yeah, there's just a tornado warning right now, just west of the cities. As you can see here, just west of Redwood Falls. I'll just zoom in here, see if we can. But yeah, that tornado warning is out just north of Echo, just south of Sacred Heart. And I'll just highlight where this rotation would be, somewhere right in here. You can see where the kind of colors change, a little bit of red. It's not really much red there, but there's a little bit. Let's take that away. See, we zoom in a little bit. But yeah, right where these colors. So the green right here is the wind's going away from the radar. See if I'm right on that. Away from the radar, and then red is going away from it. Look at that hail core. Definitely pouring right here on this storm. So could definitely be some hail in there. That's for sure. Let's see what this tornado warning's all about. Radar indicated for the next 24 minutes. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado, blah, 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 moving east at 30 miles an hour. Ping pong size hail, guys. That sucker's huge on there. So, yeah, definitely some good hail on that. Ping pong size. And then there is another storm I would definitely keep an eye on right here, just north of Marshall, guys. Definitely a hook. I think they just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this. Yeah. 1 inch hail, so what is that? About quarter size. Oh yeah, quarter size hail. Still moving east at 30 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour hail or 60-mile-an-hour winds. Pardon me. So yeah, that is for the next 24 minutes, guys, on this Marshall storm. So that one's got good rotation. As you can see, this is actually perfect here. So the winds are coming up like this into the storm, and then the back winds are coming exactly like that. So the rotation of that storm would be right here, right where those bright indices are. So those winds are cranking right there. If we really wanted to, we could zoom in and look at those winds. Look at that, 73 miles an hour. Now this, granted, is a couple miles, or not a couple miles, but a couple hundred feet above the atmosphere, or above the surface. Excuse me. So still 73 miles an hour, just a couple hundred feet up. It's a pretty good storm. So that would be the next storm I would keep an eye on. Other than that, we do have this storm right here heading for the main viewers probably watching this, heading towards Candio High, Litchfield. You know, this one's heading pretty much northeast, but look at that, 1 inch hail as well. So it's quarter size, guys. So severe thunderstorm warning right now for Chippewa and Candio High until, what's that? Next 22 minutes. What time is it? Until 8:30. Booyah. So yeah, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. So let's see what time it's gonna arrive. Ooh, we got a new radar scan. See if it bumps it a little bit at all. We can click on this and it'll give us about the estimate. So about 9 p.m. guys, right around the Litchfield, Manana area. And then for this tornado warning down here, this will probably be around Fairfax around 9 o'clock as well. So this line of storms, we'll pan it back over to the one side here. So this whole line of storms right here will be continuing to move off this way, guys. And according to the models that I was looking at earlier, this whole line will continue to build behind it and then continue moving to the southeast. So that's what supposedly is going to happen. Hey man, appreciate the sub goal. I let me go live like 6 subs ago. I don't know, for some reason it let me go live with at 94 subscribers. So I don't know. I'll take it. Appreciate all the subs though. Appreciate all you guys liking the channel. We're gonna do great things here, I'm telling you. So I do truly appreciate it. So, but yeah, definitely this next storm right here, just north of Marshall, would be the next tornado one I would definitely be looking at, because this one's gonna get cut off from this storm here. But you have this. Look at that, 75 over 72. That is low cloud bases, guys. So as you can see, that wind barb is coming directly from the southeast. So you have this warm wind feeding into the storm, and then you have the cool rain winds back here, wrapping up right into here. So again, that tornado would be right in here. We could probably go over to the second one. Yeah, look at that. some bright wind indices right there. Look at that. I wonder if we can still click on that sucker. That's still 63 miles an hour. They did just move that severe thunderstorm warning. Pour north of Atwater. Let's go to Atwater. How about that? Yeah, look at that. Just fucking pouring, huh? Yeah, look at that. It's pouring pretty good there, especially in Grove City. Like I said, the storms are moving northeast, east at 30 miles an hour, so they'll be in your neck of the woods pretty quick. But I know a lot of you are probably maybe interested about tornadoes. I don't really see any rotation for the northern part of the storm. So in scenarios like this, mainly you got to focus on these southern storms. So you have this big complex firing off here. So a lot of this will just become rain wrapped up here. But then you'll have these newer storms forming to the south. So especially like this one, especially this one, as long as they can stay discrete, right? Discrete meaning there's a little bit of gap in here, right? Technically discrete means it's by itself, but these are semi-discrete storms. But in cases like this, like I said, this little ball right here, this little hook, that's where the tornado would be. But this next storm down here towards Tyler, Arco, Lind, I would definitely keep an eye on this one too. It'll be a while before it matures and becomes something like this, maybe. But definitely, if you're in the line of this, you're in Redwood Falls, Wabasso, Lucan, Milroy, even Dudley, because this is kind of moving east, southeast. I would definitely keep an eye on that. That's okay by me. Yeah, you're going to get a good thunderstorm, especially there's still some back building behind it, so even if it'll storm, man, I really think this thing's going to hit head on right with Litchfield. Let's look at this quick here. Well, let me do this. Come on. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of heading straight for Litchfield. I would definitely, if you're in the Greenleaf area, that definitely center of that sucker's heading towards you. This is more like moving east. Yeah, the center, Raymond, if you're in the Greenleaf area, Stockholm, just south of Darwin, even if you're in Hutch, I'd definitely keep an eye out. Yeah, this looks like it's kind of going to track right on Highway 212 there. Where is 212 at? Silver Lake. Oh, isn't this 212? Oh, that's a 7. Shit. Oh, 212's down here. That's where I'm wrong. So it kind of looks like it's going to take between Highway 12 and Highway 7. Which one are we taking? Highway 7? Main part of that storm? That's a good question. Yes, Carson, we will eventually have live storm chasing footage in the future. Next year will be a wild year. Hopefully. Hope and pray I get to see some tornadoes again next year. But yes, we will have live storm chasing next year. It'll be great. I plan to get some drones, some more cameras, and then hopefully go live a lot more. So they did extend this severe thunderstorm warning for the next 31 minutes down here for Redwood Falls. This looks like it's honestly going to take the Minnesota River Valley, but let's see here. Moving east at 30 miles an hour. Still half dollar size hail, so not terrible, not good, not great. And then look at that, hail damage, expected to damage roof, sidings, blah, blah, blah. And then this also says tornado possible. Tornadoes can develop quickly. Whoa. Obviously, tornadoes can develop quickly, but so something like that in that storm would probably be rain wrapped, especially with this southeastern storm down here, kind of inflicting on this. So you can see like the rain from this storm is, inflicting on this. So this tornado in here would be rain wrapped. So, maybe. I don't have eyes on the storm. I wonder if we could do. Hold on here. Let's change some settings. Local storm report. Okay, all right. I do have that on. All right. Well, I wonder if I have. Interesting. I don't know if I can put the Obviously, local storm reports, that's great. Ping reports is great because those are kind of storm chasers, but I don't have like the actual storm spotters. It's fucked. But yeah, eventually they will extend this severe thunderstorm warning out too. But this looks like it's heading right for Mankato. It's gonna be a good night. Oh yeah, look at that. They did issue the severe thunderstorm watch. When the fuck? When did they issue that? Right now. They just issued it. Severe thunderstorm watch. Booyah! A couple tornadoes, hail, hail up to 2 inches. So what is that? That's hen size. Hen size. Hen egg. Pardon me, not hen. Oh, that's funny. Hen egg size hail. I'm gonna post that to the story real quick. Severe thunderstorm watch. So if you guys obviously follow from Snapchat, a mesoscale discussion is the National Weather Service talking. It's literally what it says, a discussion. The National Weather Service is discussing about a possible watch coming out, whether that be a severe thunderstorm watch or a tornado watch. Why is this not doing this? There we go. Sorry, I just had to post this to my story real quick. Keep everyone informed here. Hey, thanks, Carson. Love you, brother. Hey, I'm proud of you too, buddy. Alright. I just had to post that. My bad. What in the... This thing is all whack, man. Alright, we'll get back to that here. But yeah, they did just issue this severe thunderstorm watch. Look at that. Encompasses a good chunk. How long is that? Look at that. Let's watch this here. From this corner to about Hutch. What is that? 471 mile long severe thunderstorm watch. That is wild. So yeah, a lot of people are going to have a lot of storms tonight. Look at that humidity, guys. 72 dew point, 70 dew point, 72s down here in Iowa. And if you guys don't know, this is the wind barb. The red is obviously the temp, and the green is the humidity. So, as you can see here in Mankato, it is 73 for temperature outside and 68 for dew point. So, and then where these storms, like definitely down here, you're more tornado threat. Look at that. You know why your tornado threat is more prominent over here, guys? Look at that. 66 for a dew point, 68, 66. So you basically have this big dry slot right here. And then you have these 72s, 70, 70, a little bit higher, 68, 69, 72, 72, 75. So you have this more moist area over here. So that's why the Storm Prediction Center issued this brown 5% tornado threat for today. That's what that brown is. And then the green is a 2% tornado threat, which means there's a small chance. Slim, but not zero. But that's why I think these storms might fizzle out towards the cities. Yeah, even look at that, guys. And these storms will most likely die by the time they hit the Twin Cities. Typical, huh? Typical, huh? Look at that. They took the tornado warning away. Again, let's look at the velocity signature on here. Yeah, it's kind of getting messy. You have another one over here as well. Right here. So see where this bright indication is. And then back in here as well. This is more likely the hail core, but you also can kind of see the hook. So like this is a supercell right here. Here, let's take that out. This supercell right here. This is a supercell right here. And this is a newer supercell forming right here. So you have a hook right here, a hook right here, and then it's not a hook yet, but eventually there will be a hook on this one. So that's why this one might be rotation, but could also be just hail. So I'll take that away. So yeah, welcome in if you're just joining. There's just some severe thunderstorm warnings out now. And then they just took the tornado warning away for the Beaver Falls, the Delhi, Bellevue storm right here. They just took that tornado warning away. And then, yeah, just some heavy rains right now over the Candy, Ohio County and just coming into Litchfield right now. So if you're just north of Litchfield, between Forest City, it's pouring pretty good over there. So, and then again, I think this complex, this part right here, it looks like, I don't know, still looks like it's tracking northeast-east, but it might take the Highway 12 corridor and stay on that. Kind of looks like it's dying out a little bit, though. I wonder. Ooh, nice, I can do that. So I just want to play this. I want to see if this is dying or not. It kind of looks like it's maintaining. So it kind of looks like it'll take the Highway 12 corridor there. So if you're in Darwin, Litchfield, anywhere on Highway 12, just watch out. Just a little bit of hail, some wind, nothing too crazy. Look at that rain. Someone reported rain, guys. Oh. Again, if you're just coming in, as you can see here, I have the temperature and the humidity set up, and these are the wind barbs. Okay? I really, truly believe you can see also here in the shade of yellow. This is a severe thunderstorm watch they just issued literally like 5 minutes ago for the next 6 hours. So you can see here 72 for a dew point, 70, 72, and then as soon as you get past about this line right here, oops, I'll goof up, but 66, 68, 68, 64, 64. So you have this much drier air on this side of that line, okay? And that's why I think the Storm Prediction Center obviously issued this 5% brown area right here, this brown line. It's where these storms will continue to boom. So this whole line will continue to explode and continue booming through the night, right? We want to know why? Because it's more humid and more unstable in this atmosphere right here. With a 75 temperature and a 72 dew point, those cloud bases are very low to the surface. So it doesn't take much for a tornado to spin up or reach the ground in that instance. Oh, let's do the 2 panel here. Let's see if any more rotation. Yeah, other than that, if you're in the Litchfield, Wilmer area, doesn't look like much other than a good summer thunderstorm. Some very good heavy downpours, some hail, lightning, some good wind. Let's see here, what do we got for wind in this? Nothing. Maybe some 33 miles an hour, but that's, like I said, a couple hundred feet up, 30 miles an hour. So it might be like a little windier on the surface or a little less. Take that with a grain of salt. So I think, honestly, the Litchfield, the whole Candy, Ohio area, I think we're okay up there. It's too dry. Drier, I should say. 63, 65. It's not as moist as it is down here in Clayton. Or, well, not even Clayton, but Windham, 73 over 70. Oh, that's a good spread for tornadoes, guys. Closer that cloud base is to the ground, like I said, the easier it is for the tornado to touch it. So let's look on a little more, maybe rotation storm here. Yeah, oh, look at that. That is a perfect example of a supercell, guys. That is a beautiful storm. And there's a funnel cloud reported on it. Yeah, that's a beautiful one. So we'll do the 2 panel here. Yeah, right where those colors match. Right there. So you have the green and the red. It's the only colors you kind of have unless you have a crazy tornado. We won't get into that. But just have red and green for right now, right? Red is right here. Green is right here. We'll show you how those colors coordinate, though. So you have the warm air coming into the storm like this, right? Then you have the cooler air or the winds, yeah, cooler, drier air coming from the back like this. So this is the RFD coming in. I'm pretty sure I just said that right, RFD. Yeah, and then you have the inflow notch right here. So everything meets up right in there, guys. So if you are curious, the tornado would be literally right there, somewhere in there, or it could honestly even be back a little bit here, somewhere where those colors intersect, where those colors meet. That's where there's rotation. Someone reported a funnel cloud, or someone is live storm chasing down there right now, which I wish I was. That's a beautiful storm. And there'll be another one down here as well that'll probably take the same shape as this one. That is absolutely beautiful. It's not even in the 5% tornado threat. We'll get back to Minnesota though.